Hi, welcome back to the workshop. Today I have a bit of a different project. I play drums in a local cover band here around Atlanta, and we have a rehearsal space with an older drum kit over there, and the only problem is it doesn't have a snare stand with it. So I've been taking my snare stand over there every time we rehearse. So what I'm going to do, instead of buying a second snare stand for around $50 or $60, I'm just going to use some scrap plywood and a piece of 2x2 and just make a snare stand out of wood. So let's get started. Okay, on the plywood I've drawn some lines so I could cut out 4 legs for the bottom. So let's head over to the bandsaw. Alright, I've got 4 pieces cut out for the legs, and I'm going to shape these a little bit more over on the belt sander. But for now, the next step I need to do is cut out 4 of these top pieces to create the basket up here that holds the snare drum into place. Instead of 3, I'm going to have 4. Alright, the first thing I want to do before I cut the pieces for the snare basket that the snare is going to sit in is measure the diameter of the rim. This is a 14-inch snare drum, but with the rim on it, it takes up a little bit more space, so it looks like it's going to be about 15 inches is the inside diameter I want to reach for the snare basket. Alright, I've cut out this first piece for the snare basket, and now I just need to cut 2 pieces that I'm going to attach to it that come off either side. And then I'm going to split this 2x2 with a little notch that this will sit into. And that way you can adjust the snare backwards and forwards like that. Okay, I've cut this piece that's going to be the main piece of the snare basket. And then I've cut the secondary piece that's going to sit in that notch right there. And then that's what's going to hold the snare. And the angle on that main piece is going to allow me to insert that into a groove at the top of the 2x2 and stick a bolt through it so that I can adjust the angle of the snare. And put a little glue in there. And there's the snare basket. Alright, I have my 4 legs to the snare stand, and in order to attach them to the pole, I'm just going to screw and glue them. And I just got a Kreg jig, so that's going to be the perfect tool for this task. Wow, that Kreg jig was really easy to use, and drilling these pocket holes went really fast, so it's going to be a cinch to put this stand together. Alright, I've got the base of the snare stand put together, and now I just need to cut the top notch that's going to accept the snare basket up here so that it can rotate back and forth. Alright, I've notched out the top of the stand here, and it's just right for accepting the basket. And then I just need to drill a hole this way and put a bolt and nut in there, a wing nut, so I can adjust it. And it'll be able to tilt forward and back. Alright, I've got the snare stand all put together, and it works great. It's adjustable, and it also sounds great. Rock on!